enjoy working with clients who have children and grandchildren. With 2 young kids of my own, I find that I quickly bond with my clients over the highs and lows of parenthood, schooling, family vacationing, and planning for the future. As much joy as parenting brings, it can also come with a tremendous amount of worry and stress. Consider this. As parents, our number one job is to ensure the health and safety of our children. That's a huge responsibility. Part of the responsibility of caring for our children, no matter what their age, is to plan for the unexpected in life. Accidents, illnesses, injuries, incapacity, even death. No one likes to think about it, but sadly these things do happen. You hear these stories every day on the news and on social media. In order to fully take care of our families, we have to think about these possibilities. And even more so, we have to do something to prepare for them. When you create an estate plan, you're essentially putting safeguards in place to ensure that you or a loved one will have the legal access and authority needed to make timely medical and financial decisions on behalf of your children should the unthinkable happen. Let me share 5 important reasons every parent needs an estate plan. First, so you can name guardians for your minor or dependent children. Guardianship comes into play when parents cannot take care of their children themselves and someone else is asked to step in to fill their shoes. When it comes to appointing a guardian to care for your minor or dependent child, you have a choice. You can execute a will or a designation of guardian document to legally appoint a trusted family member or friend who knows you and your child well, or you can leave it up to a judge to decide. While judges are very smart, the reality is they don't have intimate knowledge about your child or any way of knowing who you believe would be best choice to parent your child. Also, keep in mind that a judge's process for reaching a decision on guardianship appointment will be much longer and more costly than if you do it yourself. Parents who put off naming a guardian are essentially rolling the dice and leaving their child's future to chance. Additionally, I encourage parents to draft a letter providing valuable written instructions to appointed guardians. While this letter is not legally binding, it will give future guardians additional details about how to raise your children as you would have. The second reason every parent needs an estate plan is so you have timely access to your children's medical information in an emergency. Imagine it's the middle of the night and you get a call from the university your 20-year-old child is attending. Something has happened and you are told to get to the university right away. When you ask about your child's health, safety, and well-being, the university rep says she cannot provide you with any information because they have no documents in place authorizing the release of medical information to you about your son or daughter. Can you imagine how emotional and stressful that would be? It would be any parent's worst nightmare. Fortunately, it is one situation that can be easily avoided with an executed HIPAA release. I encourage every parent with adult children to talk to their kids about the legal limitations parents have if something serious and unexpected happens to their child, and to have their child sign a HIPAA authorization form, granting the parents emergency access to the medical information. The harsh reality is that once a child reaches the age of 18, the parents lose any and all rights to their child's information. The third reason is so you have the legal authority to make urgent medical decisions for your children if and when needed. In instances of sudden illness or accident, a power of attorney for healthcare is a critical legal tool, enabling families to make urgent medical decisions quickly when a child cannot do so for herself. All too often, serious illnesses and accidents require immediate medical treatment, medication, surgeries, and other medical procedures. An executed power of attorney for healthcare grants legal authority for an appointed agent to make timely decisions and direct doctors and hospital staff to perform life-saving measures and provide end-of-life care. One of the biggest benefits of a power of attorney for healthcare is the ability of an individual to document specific guidance for deciding when and how to provide medical care. I recommend children 18 and older put a power of attorney for healthcare in place. I also recommend parents execute a power of attorney for healthcare to provide the same medical guidance to their children. No one wants to be in the tough spot of having to make life or death decisions without any direction telling them when to pull the plug. When you execute a power of attorney, you are informing and empowering your loved ones to have the solace of knowing that they are doing what you wanted. The fourth reason you need an estate plan is so you will have the legal authority to make property decisions on behalf of your children in the event of incapacity. Just as a power of attorney for healthcare is required to grant you authority as an agent to make medical decisions on behalf of your child, a power of attorney for property is also needed to provide you with the legal authority to make financial decisions for your child. Due to the increasing threat of identity theft and security breaches, banks and other financial institutions have adopted stricter policies to help prevent account theft. This has made it difficult for parents who are assisting their children with their accounts and with the payment of their bills. To avoid potential challenges, I always advise my clients that it's a good idea to have your child sign a power of attorney for property to avoid any potential roadblocks when attending to financial matters. The last, and certainly not the least, reason to create an estate plan is to control your children's access to family inheritance and property until they reach more mature ages. Whether in their toddler years, teens, or 20s, parents need to think about when their children would be able to responsibly handle a windfall of inheritance from your estate should something happen to you. The key word here is responsibly. In the eyes of the law, any child age 18 or older is considered to be an adult and therefore would stand to inherit the estate assets of their predeceased parents. However, most young adults do not have the maturity, wisdom, and life experience it takes to handle the responsibilities that come with the sudden inheritance of substantial money, real estate, collectibles, and other personal property. The good news is parents can establish a trust to put controls in place for the management and distribution of their estate assets. A living, or sometimes called a revocable trust, takes effect immediately and lives on even after the creator's eventual death. Parents can use a trust to manage the distribution of their children's inheritance over a predetermined schedule based on the age and the achievement of specific goals. They can also authorize the trustee to distribute funds for education, medical care, or significant life events as needed. A trust is an effective legal tool many parents use to prevent their hard-earned wealth from being squandered by young adults that are prone to financial immaturity and poor decision-making. For those with minor or special needs children, a trust helps avoid the costly and likely court-supervised administration of their inheritance. Most importantly, a trust can prevent the disallowance or determination of ineligibility for government benefits available to children with special needs. Estate planning is something no family can afford to put off. We are continually reminded that life is full of unexpected challenges and tragedies. Consider how an estate plan can help you prepare for emergency situations, meet your parental responsibilities now and after you're gone, and provide peace of mind, knowing your family will be taken care of. My colleagues and I are here to assist you and your family when you are ready.